The morning air was cold enough to sting, the kind that made every breath feel heavier than it should. Mark adjusted the collar of his worn jacket as he walked through the cemetery, his 7-year-old son's small hand wrapped tightly around his own. They came here once a month, sometimes more, always quietly. This was where his mother rested, the woman who had raised him alone, worked 2 jobs, and never once complained about how little they had. Mark was a poor single dad now, just like she had been a single mom. Life had a way of repeating lessons when you least expected it. As they approached the grave, Mark slowed. Someone was already there. A woman stood a few feet away, dressed simply in a dark coat, her head bowed. She wasn't crying loudly or making a scene. She just stood there, motionless, as if she'd been rooted to the ground. At first, Mark thought she might have the wrong grave. But then he noticed her hand resting gently on his mother's headstone. His grip tightened instinctively. People didn't usually visit this grave. There were no flowers from distant relatives, no old friends stopping by. Just Mark. Just his son. "Daddy," his boy whispered. "It's okay," Mark murmured, though his chest felt tight. The woman sensed them and slowly turned around. She looked startled, like someone caught doing something private. Her eyes were red, but not from fresh tears, from the kind of crying that had already emptied you out. "I'm sorry," she said quickly. "I didn't mean to intrude." Mark nodded, unsure what to say. "This is my mother." "I know," the woman replied softly. That stopped him. She took a breath, clearly choosing her words carefully. "Your mother, she saved my life." Mark stared at her, confused. His mother had been kind, yes, but she'd also been exhausted, overworked, and invisible to most of the world. "I think you might be mistaken." The woman shook her head. "No, I was 17, homeless, pregnant. I slept behind the grocery store where your mom worked nights." Mark felt something shift inside him. "She brought me food," the woman continued, her voice trembling. "At first, I thought she was just being nice. But she kept coming back. She talked to me. She listened. When I was scared, she told me I wasn't broken, just early in my journey." Mark swallowed hard. He had never heard this story. "She gave me money once," the woman said, shame flickering across her face. "I tried to refuse. She told me, one day, you'll give it back to the world." Silence stretched between them, heavy and sacred. "I never got to thank her," the woman went on. "By the time I came back, she was gone." Mark's son stepped forward, tugging on the woman's sleeve. "Did Grandma help you?" The woman knelt instantly, eyes filling again. "Yes," she whispered. "She helped me more than she ever knew." Mark felt tears blur his vision. His mother had come home some nights bone-tired, rubbing her hands, staring off into space. He'd assumed it was just work. He'd never imagined she was quietly carrying